Yo! Hey, this is Ash&burnz. I am Ash, the king of all idiots of North Carolina. And across from me we have the paladin of Alabama, Alabama Burns.
On the spectrum of autism.
Ooh, you actually might be.
I am.
I can get you a sticker, stick on the back of your SUV. Or
I'm
your
not
van.
that deep in.
Oh.
I'm only one question correct in.
Oh, yes, right. You did that test.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So this is episode number 43?
I don't know.
Season 3, 43. Here we go. We're in the man cave kitchen. I got my inspector's shirt on. You got Batman and Robin on. Halloween was yesterday. This is the 1st of November when we're recording this.
Yeah.
And
that's a box of, or a thing of
Tylenol. Leave, technically, because everything hurts. We got Mechanicsville, shout out, sponsor here. Mechanicsville, themechanicsville.com.
Sponsors mean money, right?
Well, not this one.
So not really.
Not really, not this one here. Right there.
It's an unofficial sponsor.
Themechanicsville.com.
Or org.
You ready to start this show here?
I thought we were.
Well, I got to do the intro.
I say let's just free flow.
Welcome to the Ash&burnz podcast. Podcast where we talk about anything we want to. We talk about conspiracies, paranormal, video games, politics, Accordingtoplans, Ash&burnz podcast. And we're back professionally.
Professional.
Anyway.
Are you recording me too?
Yeah, everything's recording.
Well, I mean, your light's blinking, mine's not.
No, that's the soundtrack. That's the thing playing on the Zoom P4 here.
You need to teach me this setup so
one day when I die, you can continue on.
No, I can just take it from you.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, less things I gotta do now.
Exactly.
I want to talk about. I have a subject. Mm-hmm. Do you have a subject?
I've free ball one.
Free ball one. We'll start with yours then.
Well, no, I'm gonna go. No! I gotta have time to free ball one.
Okay. So, I went to Chat GPT and asked a question. I just wanted details about certain things. So, we'll start with this real quick. I had this idea how I was going to break it, but so you got U.S. holidays, right? Mm-hmm. We have we'll start off. I guess Valentine's Day is the first one. St. Patty's Day, 4th of July, Labor Memorial Day, whatever. 4th of July, and after 4th of July, there's a big, long trek, and then there's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, right? I guess, right? Am I missing one?
There's
a bunch of holidays, but the big ones.
Oh, biggies.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
That's money propaganda right there.
You think it's money propaganda?
Yeah. It was made up just for Hallmark to sell cards.
So, I got this list here, and I asked ChatGPT, I said,
yeah.
I didn't put my question in here. Okay, well, I said, give me a history of all the holidays that we observe in the U.S. that have pagan roots.
Well, everything.
Everything. I'm actually amazed. I didn't know this. Well, yeah, I mean, I knew somewhat, but I was like, most of the Christian holidays, they just went, yeah, we got some pagan stuff in it, and you're Christian now.
What was the way to blend them?
Yeah, way to blend them.
Yeah.
And let me read from my list here.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you got.
Valentine's Day.
Stupid.
Origins. The origins of Valentine's Day are murky, combining elements of both Christian and pagan traditions. Lupercalia, Lupercalia, Lupercalia?
Is that the Latin name for leprechaun?
No, that's a different holiday.
Yeah.
Was celebrated in mid-February and involving rituals to promote fertility, including the pairing of young men and women. So apparently at this Lupercalia, you would draw a name of the opposite sex, and then you would be together for the rest of that day. Wink, wink. The festival involved a sacrifice of goats and a lottery. Oh, here it is. The festival involved a sacrifice of goats. Got to have that. Yeah.
That's pagan.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
and a lottery system where young men would draw names of women to pair with for the duration of the festival. Man, I'd be like, draw one and be like,
not without marriage.
this is paganism again.
Oh. Well, I thought we were blending them.
I know, but this is the origins.
Oh, okay.
Over time, Valentine's Day evolved into a day for expressing romantic love, influenced by the literature and the ideas courtly love that emerged in the Middle Ages.
Courtney Love. Did you slip Courtney Love in there?
Courtly.
Oh.
Hello, good sir. Would you like to go frolic in the bush?
No,
Actually,
Chivalry's dead.
Yeah. So, Valentine's Day is basically a pagan ritual. Is Valentine's Day is really not a church or Christian thing? Not really. They talk about it in church, but it's not really a church thing. And then St. Patty's Day. I don't have St. Patty's Day on here, but what is St. Patty's Day to you? What have you heard it being?
Well, Ireland, Irish, they just drink. That's about it.
Is it a holiday?
Well, that's every day, but for some odd reason they pick one day.
I thought it was St. Patrick who took all the snakes out of Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then they drink.
So, St. Patty's Day. Mm-hmm. St. Patrick kicked all the snakes out of Ireland. That's right. And it's green. They drink. Ireland's nothing but green. Well, if you think about it, Irish pagans worshipped snakes. So St. Patty was there to get rid of all the pagans.
Yeah.
That's what St. Patty's Day is, they say.
Get rid of them pagans.
Yeah. Snakes, snake lovers, be gone. Don't want your kind around here, boy.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
May Day. May Day is Beltane. Now, we don't really celebrate May Day in America.
I don't think I've ever heard of May Day.
Yeah, I've heard.
Than,
May Day.
Ship. May Day. Yeah.
May Day, May Day.
Going down.
It's celebrated on May 1st, marking the arrival of summer. But that's not really like a Christian holiday we celebrate in America. That's what ChatGPT gave me. But we're going to skip on. 4th of July, of course, has nothing to do with Christian or anything. It's just...
That's America.
America, 1770. Oh, I can't eat that.
That's right.
I got this, while you were gone, I got this flat Dr. Pepper out of the fridge because I'm thirsty.
Old America. 1776.
1776. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Right? Anyway.
I think he was dead by then, but all right.
So Easter. Easter's a big deal.
That's right.
And what is it?
Is the celebration of the resurrection.
That's right. Hang on. I ate popcorn while you were gone, and it's all in my gums. So Easter in the Christian holiday, which is a holiday that falls on a Sunday? Saturday?
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. So
it's not technically the day of, but it's always like the third Sunday. I don't even know. And then the Friday before.
Sometimes it's in March, sometimes in April.
Yeah, sure. Dang, bro.
Bro, it's in there.
Need me to
lick it out?
Put the key in.
I'm not sure it's not like a piece of my damn tooth.
Unlock the door.
Oh, no, I just chipped my tooth. Anyway.
Oh, it's a peanut.
That's a big piece of my tooth missing now.
Oh, no.
Damn, talking about. Okay, anyway.
Getting old. Remember that time I was at your house and my wisdom tooth just like fell off the side of it? I was scared, boy. I was like, what in the world? Daddy. Your mom looked at it.
Did she?
Yeah, she was over there. And since she literally works with dentures, right? She was like, oh, yeah, that's a...
Is it chipped?
I mean, it looks like a little dot. I don't know. I don't have a reference point to look. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's missing some. It's like a tooth. It's like teeth and then a big old gap. And then it's like a little nub going boing of a tooth. So you probably, where that gap is probably where your tooth was.
My filling fell out.
You got a filling?
I got tons of fillings. I got when I was younger. My mom worked at the dentist's office, so I got like free fillings. So I said, yeah, fill her up. Anywho.
That's why you didn't brush?
I brush all the time. Anyway. Resurrection of Christ after his crucifixion.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I swallowed it too. Now I'm thinking about it.
That's just calcium.
Yeah, this is not calcium. This is a filling. It's like porcelain or something.
Same thing.
So the origins, it says here, ChatGPT, the future. The timing of Easter aligns with the spring equinox. Right on.
Uh-huh.
A time of rebirth and fertility. Rebirth.
Yeah.
And fertility.
Wow.
Eostre, Eostre, a goddess of spring.
That's where we mix the pagan in.
Uh-huh.
Or are y'all trying to steal it from us?
A goddess of spring was celebrated in Anglo-Saxon cultures, and their festival included rituals of fertility and renewal. What's a ritual of fertility? Am I getting some? Easter eggs, of course, symbolize a new life. Eggs have been used in various cultures as springtime fertility symbol. The custom of decorating eggs is ancient, which variations found in many cultures. Easter bunny is a figure linked to fertility. I wonder why. With hares known for their high reproduction rates.
Yeah, because bunnies...
I'm being facetious.
Uh-huh.
Further...
Almost like roaches.
Bunnies?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can eat roaches, though. Anyway.
You can eat rabbits. No. Just not in the summer, because then they get weebles.
Oh, yeah. Certain animals you can eat certain times of year.
Yeah. Rabbits are in the winter when the weebles are dead.
What is the one that has, if you have an R in it, you can't eat? Is it crabs?
An R?
Like, yeah, if it has like an R in a month, you can't eat it. Or can't eat it.
Oh, no, I eat crab all the time. Or I would if I...
I think if you like live at the beach and you fish them, you can't eat them in certain times of the month. Or is that squirrels? This is aggravating, by the way.
Won't you chat GPT?
So, after Easter, there's 4th of July. We talk about 4th of July as nothing. And then we come into Halloween. Now, it's not celebrated by Christians. It's not a Christian holiday.
Yeah, I don't.
But it is a holiday that we do on October 31st.
Well, it's also supposed to be the harvest day. It's when the crops are ready to harvest and all that. To bring in the winter.
Samhain is called. Halloween, origin, Samhain. Celebrated from October 31st to November 1st, marked the end of the harvest and the onset of winter. The Celts believed that during this time, the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest.
Just like 3 a.m. every day.
That's right. That's right. Allowing spirits to roam.
That's when I wake up a lot.
The witching hour. They lit bonfires and wore costumes to ward off the spirits. Traditions. Jack-o'-lanterns, originally carved from turnips, represent spirits. The modern pumpkin version evolved in America.
Hold on a second. So, like, that's what I never got about, like, gargoyles.
Uh-huh.
Or they were crafted to scare away evil spirits. But, like, how do you scare away an evil spirit with something that looks evil?
More evil. You defeat evil with more evil.
Yeah, just like fire and fire, huh?
Yeah, you just burn fire with more fire, and that fire's like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
And then that fire will get strong, so you get a bigger fire to fight that fire you just bit the fire with.
Yeah, you just keep going.
Trick-or-treating likely involved in the practice of guising, where people would dress up and go door to door for food in exchange for performance or prayers for the dead.
I thought it was always just trick or treat.
Yeah. I don't know the trick part.
Well,
psych,
no, if you don't, like, they're like trick or treat, and if you don't give them a treat, then they like egg your house because they trick you, or they roll your yard or something.
I never heard that before.
Yeah,
makes
sense.
sense. Makes sense to me.
That's why they say trick or treat.
Of course, Thanksgiving is nothing to do with any religion. Thanksgiving is pilgrims and How do you say it now? Indigenous people of the Americas.
No, just say Indians, bro.
Somebody said that Indians is not
or even Native Americans. Like, when did we lose that?
India wasn't India then. It was Hindustan.
Yeah.
So, Indians means something of God, people of God, or something like that.
People of the Great Spirit, because they always refer to.
We named them, not we, but whomever. Christopher Columbus, I guess.
Yeah.
Indians are like, yeah, man, whatever. So it's not a derogatory term, and they're not Indians from India, because India wasn't called India then; it was called Hindustan.
Yeah.
So it's just something that got kind of lost, and not a big deal. Anyway, Thanksgiving is that. They played football.
Mm-hmm.
And they put fish underneath corn so to grow bigger.
Fish heads. They would put corn seeds in fish heads and bury it, and then it would. Indians knew how to grow.
Where'd you learn that from? The Alabama public?
Yeah, educational system. No child left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Bill Clinton.
That's right, baby boy. And so that brings us to the biggin. Christmas. Merry Christmas.
And I know a lot of people are like, ooh, Jesus wasn't even born in December. Well, no, he wasn't. But it's when we celebrate it.
I think so, yeah. Somebody, of course, I'm not an expert. I'm also losing my teeth, apparently. An expert said that there in the Bible, it was, you may or may not know, to prove me right or wrong, if I remember correctly, there's a mention of a fruit or a plant that doesn't bloom this time of year in Nazareth or Jerusalem, wherever he was born. I can't remember. And there's different stories. Nazareth. And the census didn't take place in December,
Yeah.
That they also, that mountain people celebrate Christmas in April or March.
Well, could be.
I'm just saying, but we said, hey, pagans, I know you're out there doing Yule.
Yeah.
How about Jesus Christ? Yeah, what about Christmas?
Yeah, what about Christmas?
And they're like, okay, cool. We'll bring trees in the house and do all kinds, which is a German tradition.
Yeah.
Let me read you what ChatGPT told me.
Let's see this. What this devil code is talking about.
It's all in ones and zeros. Christmas overlaps with the winter solstice celebration. Yule traditions include feasting, merrymaking.
I love feasting.
And honoring the rebirth of the sun. The use of evergreen trees and mistletoe can be traced back to the pagan rituals that symbolize life amidst winter's bleakness. And winter does suck. I hate winter.
No, I love winter.
Dude, I love Christmas. After Christmas, that whole January and February winter
When it's
is
cold.
horrible.
I
Traditions.
got a wife beater.
You were, you're a big hot mess. You're the paladin.
Go out steaming.
You're the Alabama paladin. The burns.
That's what people don't get. When you grow up in Alabama humidity, and then you get somewhere cold, it's like constant AC, and I love it.
All right.
Because I hate humidity.
Well, Alabama's probably the closest to hell I ever get.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad. It was nice, actually.
It's a good place to be from, but not live in. That's what this other guy said that grew up there. But he's an old timer.
Hank Williams Jr. says it too.
Does he? That's probably
I was
what the old
I was
timer
one
guy.
of the few to be blessed. When was it? One of the few to be
You don't even know.
born in Alabama.
Oh. Well, I wasn't born there.
I know he's born in New Orleans.
Nolans.
That's right.
Yeah.
Christmas tree, the custom of bringing evergreen into the home, reflects ancient practices of celebration of the winter solstice. Gift giving, the practice likely stems from Roman festivals like Saturnalia.
I thought that was all about St. Nicholas. They used to climb down chimneys for the orphans.
Which involved exchanging gifts and feasting. Well, Santa Claus is Odin.
I thought it was St. Nicholas.
Yeah,
That's why he's old St. Nick.
Yeah, but
It's supposed to be.
Odin would come down during Yule, go into people's houses, and put, if you hang your socks up, would give you gifts. Odin had a
So that's Viking.
Yes, Norse. He would ride on his 8-legged horse. So Santa Claus is just Odin with his 8 reindeer and giving you presents in your stocking.
I was told it was like some monk named St. Nicholas, and then he was really good to orphans, and then that's what the whole gift giving thing was.
No. It's Odin did it. He'd sneak in your house and give little good children their stuff.
The
and he rode his
Allfather.
8-legged horse. Yeah, the Allfather. And then
I watched Vikings, by the way.
that's right.
So, yeah.
May I stay a subject? Can I talk about this?
No, you keep talking about Odin and it's popping up. I free flow, baby. Knocking cameras and stuff.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
Odin coming in on his horse, 8-legged horse.
8-legged horse.
You were talking about how sexy of a guy was.
Yeah. That's later in the episode.
Uh,
I guess it wasn't important. Odin, anyway, Bubba would sneak in your house, and then
yeah, if you were good, he put gifts in your
and
socks.
then it's Krampus.
That was
Krampus is the evil Santa Claus. Oh, you been bad, little kid. Get my little sack out. Whoop your
So
ass.
who's that, Loki?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that one. I just know that Odin.
I've never heard Santa Claus being referred to Odin, ever.
Odin was the original Santa Claus. Who knew? Me and you didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, you know what that is?
Well, you did, because you're the one talking about it.
This is where she drilled out that filling. It is a filling that fell out, a crown. It's only a year old. I'll get a new one.
Will you quit messing with it?
I can't help it. It's sharp and it feels weird.
That's what she said.
My peen ain't sharp. It's very dull. It's like a butter knife is rubbing against concrete. It's
Mine's like a number 2 pencil.
Sharpened or dull?
Sharpened
Straight out the grinder.
Yeah.
Just front in front of the class. You're like, what? You had the electric one?
Yeah. Not in school. No. The school you had to go up there and be like,
look at the girls like, yeah.
And then every now and then when it was all like real hard to turn, you have to take you have to turn it and pop and then dump it all out.
Dump it out. I just start fires with that. That's so cool.
I use a lint for that from your dryer.
Yep, that's a good way. You can mix it with Vaseline, and it's really good.
Yeah, I saw that you can get it and clump it up and melt wax and dip it in the wax, and it'll burn for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
A fire starter.
I gotta sneeze.
Achoo. Got little gnats in here. Need pest control?
I know a guy. I know the killer. Killer Burns.
It only costs you $200.
Shit. I'll just live with him. It doesn't bother me that much.
That's the friend count.
Is that the friend count?
The friends count? No.
So holidays, basically, I guess we'll talk about is in order to get more followers. Because I imagine pagans were like, nah, I'm good, man. Nah, I'm good. And you're like, hey, Jesus loves you. And they're like, yeah, but I like my festivals, man. I like burning stuff. I like having sex and stuff. And they're like, you could still do that, but I don't know. Maybe it altered over the years and stuff. I'm not eating this no damn more. Take my damn teeth.
Well, that'll take that sharp right off.
It'll actually, like a packet would just crunch a much.
Yeah. Pack it up.
I can't believe that came out. I can't believe I swallowed it. That's $200. $600, I'm sorry.
Well.
I know. So that's my one topic I wanted to talk about. There was something in the back of my mind I wanted to say, but it's not important.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Think about it.
No, it ain't worth it.
Think about it.
So now it's your turn. What do you want to free flow about?
Well, I kind of already talked about it, but we ain't going to discuss that.
What's that?
What we talked about before the cameras. It was just a little question I had, but...
Oh, the legal question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's between me and you. And that person.
Uh-huh. My friend. Need another question.
Have you seen, kind of keeping the theme here, so I know you mentioned the Y-Files.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, okay, so I've been on a marathon with the Y-Files.
Good show or good channel.
It actually is good. I like him. Hecklefish, I like it. I like the whole setup, his whole thing, and the way he talks. And I love how he builds a story, and then he'll go, but actually. Yeah.
Where he debunks it.
Yeah.
If he can.
Yeah, and there's some stories he's like, he'll tell you, he's like, I didn't believe this. I did the research, and I believe now.
Yeah.
And I watched one on crop circles. And
that was an old one.
An old one, yeah. He talks about it's like
2 years.
episode 14. I don't remember which one, but it's kind of an older one. He says it's a really good one. One of my favorite ones so far is a long one, and he was talking about. Long story short, actually, long story long. Crop circles were popping up in England, and then people were like, "Holy crap! What is this?" And then all of a sudden, these two dudes come out and saying, "Ah, we made them." Oh, you made them? Yeah, we get this board, we press them down, and we make the crop circles. Oh, could you do it for us? Yeah, we'll do it for you here in daylight and film us. And they would do it, and
Nothing like the
nothing like it.
original.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You have the ones that you can't explain, then you have ones you can explain. And, like, there are fake ones out there.
Yeah.
But apparently, a closer look, you can tell which one are man-made and ones that are done that cannot be explained.
Yeah.
And like, you know what? You've seen it, right? The episode. So if I get something wrong, just, you know.
Well, it's been a very long time. The only thing that really pops out in my brain is the one where the humans here, we put in, like, our genetic code, 23 chromosomes.
Yes, we're made of carbon.
Carbon.
Yes, and
then they make like a little picture, humanoid picture to show us
their solar system and their radio antenna on the bottom. Carl Sagan helped develop that.
Yeah.
It was like a pixelized formula that showed 1 through 10, or 1 through 0, carbon base, oxygen, blah, 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 blah. So they sent that up off that radio, that big satellite, sent it in space. And then later, they had, next to that damn satellite dish, I think that's right.
Yeah, I think so.
Next to the observatory, not the satellite dish, the observatory.
Mm-hmm. In the crops or in the
they
crop.
got a response in the same format.
Yeah.
The primary element was silicone,
yeah,
and not carbon.
Silicon.
Mm-hmm. Silicon, yes. And then it had, everything was the same format. Some things were different. This is our, and then it had the figure, which had the big gray's head. It showed their solar system, and like 3 planets were up. It was throwing their key, and had 2 that were down, which we don't know. And then they had like this design, which was represent the satellite or the antenna they used. And later, there was a crop circle in the shape of that satellite image, pixelated. And so they look at these. They look at them, and then they got a picture of the face of an alien life form next to that thing, next to an observatory that has cameras, systems, and is always manned. And these were formed in the night with nobody knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you make a crop circle with a board and press it down, what happens is when you press the stalk down where the board connects, it creases or damages the wheat or the and so you can look at that and go, okay, this is where the board hit.
Yeah.
Also the
it's like if you take a straw and bend it in half.
Yeah,
it'll
there's
have
damage.
That crease.
Yes, the crease. Exactly. And it'd just be laying there, and it looks like it's been stomped on.
Yep.
Right? You see foot lines too, and people going out. But some of these, the plants are interwoven. The plants don't have damage. What happens is radiation. They're thinking radiation caused it, and it's like a beam of radiation designed these. And there's even some that the tops of the plants are bent down, and the whole stalk is fine to make like part of the design.
Yeah,
it's so sophisticated, and
make
it's all
like
wove
3D-ish.
Yes, and he, the Wi-Fi's guy, was like, I was about to make a hokey episode about this, and go, oh, okay, crop circles, and then he's like, I believe now.
Yeah.
And then did you see that one face, that big face of it's like looking at you like that? Crop circle.
I can't remember.
Creepy, dude. Had an alien face, a big eye, the head, the small nose, and mouth.
I think so. I think it's kind of like I'm kind of remembering it. Wasn't there one where it was like after they did that little code sequence thing, they done another picture and they were basically like, "This is a bad one." And it was like a bad. Was that on that episode? It was like they were trying to warn us about another alien race that was bad.
Yes, that's it. It said, yes, thank you. Had a picture of it, had like a spiral graph. And you decipher it, mathematicians, and it said, don't believe. I wish I got ready for this one. It's kind of top of my head.
Yeah.
It pretty much said, don't believe we are nice, we're here to help, something like that. It was very like scary message.
Yeah.
Like something else is coming. Don't believe that, believe us kind of deal. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But that would also be what a dangerous one would say. It'd be like, believe me.
Well, the thing is, if they're dangerous, then they would do it now. I mean, you know. And then,
but there's also plenty of WAV files. He's talking about where like humans are already like interconnected with them.
I believe so.
And they're down in the mountain, like Mount Cheyenne or whatever that mountain is. In Antarctica as well, or something.
Yeah. It's a perfect place to put one if you're going to deal with it. Have you heard about the hollow moon theory?
Yeah.
I think you told me about that as well.
Yeah, he made a video.
And that was a Wi-Fi video as well.
Yeah.
And
NASA actually shot a missile in it, and when it hit,
in a missile, they dropped the Apollo 13 capsule.
Yeah,
and it dropped it,
and it
rang
like a bell for hours.
3 hours. Yeah, because
the vibration.
Yep, and it's the surface of the moon is made of these two really tough material, which would be perfect to build a structure that's hollow.
Yep.
Also, he said that when he did that episode as well, he was like, I was ready to be like, okay, the moon is hollow.
Yeah.
Okay, and they started doing research, and like all these scientists are going, there is no other explanation that we can find with the evidence we have. Something's going on with this moon. All the rocks on top are older than the rocks deep down, which would mean, how would it flip-flop like that unless you're digging out the inside and throwing it out? All the craters on the moon are the same depth, just about, within reason. And he says it's like a fake shell. And then did you see the astronauts when they came back? They had that press conference. Do you see that? You saw it? Remember how they were sitting? So they just got back from the moon. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, I guess somebody else was sitting there, and they're like, "Yeah, it's a great step forward." It's like that's weird.
Well, my brother don't think they ever went to the moon, because he said that Buzz Aldrin had when he was doing an interview one time, they were like, wow, how did it feel to step on the moon or something like that? And his response was pretty much like, well, it feels like I'm a parrot, or it feels like a parrot. And he's like, well, what do parrots do? They repeat what they're told to, say. And so it's like, it was just his way to saying, like, I really wasn't there, but I'm just telling you what they told me to tell you.
See, I think he was actually there, but he can't tell you what he really saw.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's one audio recording or something where it was like, as soon as he did the one small step for man thing, he clicked over to the medical channel and was like, there's beings over on a ridge and they're watching us,
What?
Yeah, like while the live TV was going, he clicked to that different where only like the NASA people, medical, can hear him, and he's basically like, hey, tell the bosses, like, there's creatures on this ridge and they're watching us. Like, what do you want us to do and how to proceed? And then they were basically like, come back to him, was like, just, act like nothing's going on and just do,
You went to the moon and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Because that press conference is very, like, body language. I love looking at body language.
Yeah, you've been trained for that. Analyze it.
And they're sitting there. They just got back to the moon. They're heroes, blah, blah. But they're sitting there telling a press conference. And they're, like, mad. They have to give this, it was a great step forward. It's really, really exciting. And it's just like, they're alpha dudes. They're astronauts. Yeah. Alpha of the alpha. And somebody's like, don't you say shit what you saw. This is the official story. This is what you say. Yeah. And, back to the crop circle thing. Speaking of that.
Boomerang it back.
Well, no, it's all connected. Hollow moon and the crop circle. It's not far away. So these two guys came out and they said, we have been doing these crop circles. And it's like
two
farmers. English guys. Yeah. And then there's a website that popped up. I can't remember the name, cropcircle.com or something. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we are a group of people and we make crop circles, right?
Yeah.
To discredit.
Uh-huh.
Well, some investigative guy went and checked who owns that website.
CIA.
MI6.
Oh, yeah.
British Special Forces.
Yeah.
And the CIA.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy that runs it was a college, senior, and apparently he lives in a house that's paid for by the government. Yeah, the website is paid for by the government. Misinformation to throw people off what's really going on.
Yeah.
And the Wi-Fi's guy is like, don't trust the government. 10% of all media has a CIA asset in it.
Mm-hmm.
All the news stations, all the New York Times.
Well, dude, look up Facebook's team. Like you have Mark Zuckerberg, and then like his top 10 like senior officers. Every one of them has been in some part of the CIA.
Yeah. And then we start talking. He starts talking about other things. I'm kind of mixing it all together, really. And they're talking about the fact that the majority of what you see is misinformation to misdirect you. Don't believe that crap. The CIA.
We get in trouble if we just give our opinion.
It doesn't benefit anybody if we're like, this is real. They're here. And if people started jumping on our bandwagon, I'm positive, if we went deep enough and got popular enough, somebody would have a word with us. Somebody would come knock on our door and talk to us. Right now, we, sir.
You don't know where I live.
They do know where you live. Did you know, this is another thing, Angry Birds. Have you ever played Angry Birds on your phone?
Yeah.
You know about this? Angry Birds collected your IMEI information off your cell phone.
I don't even know what that is.
Your phone has a specific serial number. Let's cell towers, technical. No, I'm sure I'm correct. Every phone has a specific code.
Yeah.
The IMEI.
And that's how they track you if you're going down the road.
Angry Birds used it.
Yeah.
They collected it as far as part of their app, right? As far as like who's using the app, what version they have, all the stuff. You agree to it when you download it.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the government was like, oh, hey, Angry Birds, 70% of the population has this app on their phone. Well, we're going to take this information, and now they can track you with that.
Yeah.
So if you ever downloaded Angry Birds, that's just one example of Angry Birds. Think of all the apps you have on your phone.
Yeah.
The government's like, thanks. And so they can see everything you do, what you look up, where you're at.
Even though it's unconstitutional, but yes.
Yeah, they just collect it. Doesn't mean they're looking through it. You can collect it. It's like listening to phone calls.
Well, why collect it if you're not going to go through it?
It's not illegal to monitor it. You just can't listen to it. Like a cell phone conversation. What I understand of the federal law is I can monitor it. I can monitor a private conversation between two cell phones. I can look at the screen and go, okay, they're having a conversation. I got this phone number talking to this phone number. I see the wavelengths. And I'm not 100% sure about this.
And I can pull the transcripts of it, but I'm not paying attention to it.
Well, the phone companies hold it. And you can listen to it, but you can't record it, talk about it. I don't know. You can monitor it. No problem.
They have word-for-word transcripts of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally being recorded.
Apparently, the NSA holds everything for 72 hours. And then the algorithm milks down the important stuff to give to them. So every digital thing that goes on in the world is saved for 72 hours. But then the algorithm goes, well, this is important. He mentioned something about, whatever. And then this is important to me. So it milks down. Ash and Burnz podcast. What are they talking about? Hollow Moon.
Just download it and listen.
On Amazon.
You can find exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. You don't need to go sneaky.
We're on Amazon Music. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on, I think that's it right now. I don't want to pay for Apple iTunes. You got to pay to do that. iTunes. Anyway, CIA is probably the best at using operatives, agents, assets to influence things. And all the press, all the media.
There's one other that tops them. The Mossad.
The Mossad?
Israel's.
No way. CIA is probably better than them. So what is the Mossad? Is it the Israel's?
It's like Israel CIA spies and all
Really?
that. Yeah,
It's probably made of CIA agents.
dude. If they can get a shipment of cell phones, plant bombs in them, and put them back in their rotation, that is only going to be put to
In Palestine hands.
yeah. Then
I haven't thought about that. I remember that happening, but I didn't put no thought into it.
and it was only like the officers of Hamas. It wasn't like the little petty guys. It was like the leaders. And then they did it again with walkie-talkies. And then when they were
done it again?
yeah. Well, whenever they were like, well, hey, walkie-talkies are killing us now. Hey, how about we all meet up? They met up in a building. The building collapsed on them. So tell me who's better.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think CIA is still better. They're just not as they're not as brash. They could do all that if they wanted to.
I guess.
They could do all that.
I guess.
And they may do it just more sophisticated than that. That is hardcore.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. Oh, got him. We'll use walkie-talkies.
Well,
go ahead.
I'll tell you something
Gotcha.
I'll tell you something about the Ninjas of Butterflies. Remember I told you about that last week?
last podcast, yeah.
Well, they did one talking about this, and the main dude, Josh, he says it wasn't really explosives. He was like, if you listen to the audio of like the speakers that were like, while they're out in public, he said right before they all started popping, you hear this very high pitched just real, and he was saying that his theory was it wasn't explosives planted in those, it was a high energy weapon pointed at it, and it's basically like the phone battery, or even like whenever a phone's like taking in data, it shot it with so much information at once it overloaded the phone, and the battery blew up.
So no explosive in the battery.
That's what his theory was. But of course, you're never going to get the truth of it if it was packed with explosives.
Technically, this phone could be an explosive device with the right technology pointed at it.
Because if it has a lithium battery, lithium batteries are very unstable, especially if you do it with high energy real quick. Well, it was like it overloaded it, and they all just pop, 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 pop.
I know if you get like oxygen on them, they start catching. Yeah, but Samsung's blowing up people's pockets for a while. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, maybe that's where they got the idea. Like, ooh, they blow up if they're overheating.
That is interesting. I've never heard that before, but I mean.
But it's basically like a high energy weapon. And guess who had that technology that was stolen from them?
Who?
Tesla. The high energy
beam weapon. Tesla?
Yep. The high energy beam weapon he had plans for.
Well, Trump's got it.
Disappear after he died.
Well, Trump's got some of it. They ain't got all of it.
Yeah. Trump went and stole it.
His dad did.
Back in 70-something.
When Tesla died, Trump went and got most of that stuff.
Was it Trump Sr.?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
They're saying that Barron Trump is a time traveler. He's 6'9", by the way.
And he's like 18.
He's like a giant 18-year-old, 6'9".
Well, I think he's in New York's university, too.
He goes, he travels the world studying abroad. Somebody was talking about his budget.
With his daddy.
Yeah. But
yeah, but just imagine being him,
Barron.
How sheltered and how like surrounded by people that are like not even really your friend or anything. But
I guess if you're born and raised that way, you don't know better.
Well, I'm just saying, like
me and you, it'd be like, y'all are all fake, because we've had real. I've had fake too. But like him, you're right. It's all fake. I'd be your best friend too. 6'9" Barron Trump.
Yeah.
Shoot. Let me go to Italy with you.
What kind of mental? That's probably why he's so smart. Because it's like all he had to do was just sit around. What he could do is just sit around and flip and read.
It could be
or
education,
something.
I guess too. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just really cool.
I guess he could have friends, but I mean,
I'd always be wary. If I was that rich and powerful, and my father was like the president one time, going for president again, I'd be like,
well, you ever saw that movie Richie Rich? Where it's like he had everything. Yeah. Where he had like everything he wanted, but yet whenever the the 3 people came along. He's like, and he like magnetized. He's like trying to impress them.
But I don't watch many movies, man.
Yeah, because you suck.
I watch a lot of Y-Files apparently recently. I like it. It's a good show.
You need to check out Ninjas and Butterflies.
Oh God, something else I gotta watch, huh?
They release every Friday morning. Yeah, I'm halfway through the new one today.
Really? This will come out. I guess we're going to do Thursdays for us. Was Thursday before or was it Tuesday before?
Oh, no.
God, I don't remember. I think it was Tuesdays.
Probably.
I like Thursdays. It gives me a little more time.
Yeah.
Especially now we're doing video.
Well, you're the business of it.
I'm the biz, baby.
The biz.
You just show up.
Yeah.
Eat food.
Yeah.
And then go home and get praise and get like fan letters and stuff. By the way, ash&burnz@gmail.com with suggestions and comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it live on air. Well,
I'll give you my opinion, and he'll give you his.
That's right. ash&burnz, BURNZ @gmail.com.
Oh, I got something to do, but I didn't want to be all interrupting because you were talking. And I was talking.
Oh, he's going to make brownies. Well, make them up, son.
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
Well, that'd be well. It's gonna make a lot of noise. But go ahead. We're approximately about 45 minutes in, so we can just keep rolling.
We're making a snack because we some big boys.
Can they see it on your screen?
Oh no.
Yeah, they kind of can. That's clean. Why don't we even try it? Is that a crack?
I don't know. It ain't clean. That's what I think.
That is clean. My wife has clean stuff.
What you need is welcome to Cooking with Burnz.
Cooking with Burnz.
Because Burnz be cooking.
Yeah, you are kind of a sheaf. Ooh, fudge packing.
Yeah, so no nuts.
Good. I don't
told
like the
you.
nuts.
I know.
Nuts and brownies is weird, man.
Yeah, I saw the one where it was like with walnuts, and I was like, Ash, I think Ash don't like
it messes
nuts.
up the texture. It's like I have to eat. I don't want to.
Yeah, because brownie's chewy, and then you crunch into a walnut or pecan.
Sharp tooth of mine.
All right.
Yeah, that's my whole crown came out.
2 tablespoons of water. What the flip? When do you ever have to water?
You gotta add water to it. What you gotta add? Water and milk?
Half a cup of vegetable oil and 2 eggs.
You got it right there.
Are we at what altitude are we at?
900 feet, technically.
Really?
Around there. 900 feet.
So when we're driving to the
beach, we go down. We're the Piedmont, foot of the mountains in Latin.
What does that mean?
Foot of the mountains.
Yeah, you talking all like you know something. Grease. I ain't got no grease. I need that butter. I'm going to get that butter.
There's probably some in that fridge right there.
I know. I saw it earlier. Take off my headset so I'm not as loud in my own ears.
That's all right. Just yell so people can pick you up.
Uh-huh.
I tried to get you to use a damn
no
stand mic, but you said, yeah, I'm fan stand mic.
What's this?
What is it?
Some preserves or something. Is that pear?
I don't know what that is.
I'm going to add it into the...
Don't do that. It'll ruin the freaking brownies.
I ain't fat guy.
I don't need it because I got a big ass hole in my tooth right now.
Preserves.
I won't be able to see a dentist till like Monday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
Doggone it. Forgot to get here, I'll just pour some water I've been drinking in.
I was like, don't you fucking dare.
It's only backwash.
Yeah, I know, but you're like...
Yeah. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Phone is full.
I ain't got video?
No, I guess we're going to end the episode.
Man.
I know, I'm sorry, but the phone full. Like, you're not even on camera right now.
Well,
it's just me, baby.
You can still hear me, though.
Still hear you. ash&burnz@gmail.com. Check us out on Amazon Music. Check us out on, what else about Spotify?
I don't know. You keep saying it.
Spotify. It's just me right now, too, so.
Yeah, but I'm not on audio.
Yeah, you're definitely on audio.
Yeah.
But we, dude, I know it's always something. I can never get equipment to work right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Amateurs around.
so we're going to do some brownie eating, and we may do another episode after this. Hey, check out some sponsors we got here. Inspectors Paranormal. That's how you spell it. InspectorsParanormal.com. Also check out themechanicsville.com and check out fingerstrong.com. These are all my websites and other ventures I got going on here besides Ash and Burns. You know, I got a life outside this. Shut your mouth, boy. I'll bust your mouth. Cook your damn brownies up. Hey, man, I don't want no CBD in this.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, ash&burnz@gmail.com. Love it. Live it. Every day, baby. Forever. Ash and Burns for 100 years. Season 3, episode number 43. This is about holidays and crop circles and CIA infiltrated the media.
What they do?
We out.